Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Softball Media.
Okay, welcome to another episode of Talk Football Monday, where we talk about some of the things that happened during the weekend in the world of football. Una don't mind my voice. Manchester United won yesterday at Anfield. I was so very excited. Let's talk about Olympic Marseille. They lost the league to PSG last season with getting a new coach. That's Zerbi, former Brighton coach, did well at Brighton, took them to European football, first European football. So you go know say the man don't get name before he come Marcel. Now he's on top of the league with 1 point ahead of PSG after PSG drew 3-3-2 Strasbourg, and they won 6-2. And Greenwood, man on fire, Greenwood. Don't worry, your matter na another day. Do you think Marcel can go on to win the league on? Because uh Bayern Munich don dey dominate Bundesliga for a while, then Bayer Leverkusen came along and just took one at least. Make everybody still breathe, not be only una dey. Do you think that this can be that season for Olympic Marseille?
Winning the league is a very big tax. It's a thing of consistency. So, the match that they won, I think the opponent had a red card or something like that, and they're still trying to fight. I just feel like it's just how many games? It's not 6 games I've played.
7.
Okay, let's say 7 games. It's just 7 games into the season, so it's too early to decide that PSG won't start. Now say they, Dembele never really turn and stuff, but you know what PSG can do. So it's possible. It's not like it's impossible, but it's a thing of consistency. You need to dey win back to back. Feel it's possible. It's possible. Anything is possible, but it's going to be very difficult.
Okay, do you think Olympic Marseille can do this and go all the way to win the league?
For sure. You see this PSG, so after they don't win that the Champions League, they go definitely go down. Like after you win Champions League, you get one time where you say all
Rest.
your body go first cool down. So now what they do PSG currently. So the Marseille and Strasbourg let me do the see for the league. And they are two go fight over PSG.
Strasbourg.
Yes.
So this season,
They did say now with 16 points, 1 point ahead of PSG. So for me, you see Strasbourg, PSG, and Marseille. For me, Marseille go win the league. But PSG, I know they see them winning the league. They go win those their domestic cup, but now Marseille get this league this season.
Strasbourg.
Yes, sir.
Me, I feel say wetin dey do Strasbourg na like one of those momentum shey you get. No, Marseille don actually they finish second, so they still have something to hold on to. So shey you get. So if you don't try am once,
Strasbourg dey
Go on.
Champions League.
No, Marseille.
So I feel like, as you say, Strasbourg, they might have a good shout too, but I don't think they can go all the way to probably qualify for a European spot. But nothing much of like competing for the league. But I feel Marcel they have a good chance to get something out of the league. Fabregas joined Como August 2022 as during the latter part of his career. Ola joined Como 2022 August. A year later, retired from active football player. Then he went on to coaching. So Como employed him as their under 19 and beat which while they were still in Serie B. So one thing led to another. They sacked their main head coach in the Como team and employed Fabregas. But Fabregas did not have the FIFA Pro license to coach a professional team. He's still like coaching these unders and all that. And Fabregas, they like they got an interim manager to fill in for Fabregas till the end of the season, but they had to make sure Fabregas was part of everything. Put him as assistant coach because he doesn't have a pro license to coach the team yet. So Fabregas somehow they qualified for Syria finished third in Serie B, qualified for Serie A, and they are now in sixth position in the league. I'm not just talking about Fabregas, right? I'm talking about PSG coach. What's that his name again? Luis Enrique. I'm talking about Iraola, Bournemouth. I'm talking about Pep Guardiola. Talking about Liver. No. I'm talking about like Ateta, Spanish coaches. Like there is something about Spanish coaches right now. They are like it seems like they are beginning to dominate football. Look at Xabi Alonso for instance now. The current Euro champions, Spanish coach again. Shey you understand? So it's like there is something about Spanish coach this period. What do you think about Spanish coach, and why do you think they are easily understanding football the way they are?
Because everything will be power and everything na sense. Sense first before power. I feel like a very simple thing. You have to understand the type of players you have. You have to play with that style. I feel like Spanish coaches normally they know they to they believe in too much of defending like that. They just believe in
Like
attacking.
football.
Yeah, more of possession, attacking wise football. So I feel like this era of football, that one had the rain now, like it's the best pattern to play. This is a for the sun sign Sean Dash around. So like that's just the thing, the pattern about them, and they are very successful with it. So that's why they always look explosive. They put eye for that, but this alpha, their team, they most likely they score goals and they create chances. They deal with the ball, unlike some other teams.
Mm.
So that's just it.
Okay, so what do you think about Spanish coaches, and why do you feel like they're dominating right now?
The reason, based on say, they did very good. Even as a player, most of them as a player, so they did very, very good. So they understand the football. Most of the English players, we be say they don't retire, we don't the coach now. Some of them, once it comes to coaching, they prefer big grammars than action. And use performing your work as a coach in football. They prefer to dey speak big grammar for game than to they actually they coach. Spanish, you they barely they hear most of them they shout. Like you know they easily they hear that they talk for outside, say it is you know they hear that they go media, they go complain, they go do this one. But once you reach English, now then you go first see for one broadcast, say one journalist said this. No, you see Spanish, why I like them, they don't believe say not to the play around. You go get one chance corner, just the run. Think ball not the day ground no, na up. You dey play with ball like Nigerian match. So English football now English coaches suppose they challenge all these Spanish coaches, but they're not there. See England now, na German coach now call the coach there because they don't try all their coaches. No one they successful. So for me, English coaches now suppose they in content with these Spanish coaches, but they not they try. But kudos to Spanish coaches. They finish work, sha. All the finish work.
Finish work,
All the
like,
finish work.
if you watch how they play, the way they approach games, how they start and how they finish, look at the Unai Emery now. After losing so much, now
And
you don't go, don't turn everything around. Like they just understand everything so quick. It's so like I feel like it's how they've been playing, like with their history. So you get they like that ball possession kind of play.
and the funny thing I say, you will talk this that I say, no English manager don't still win the Premier League. No English manager say don't see coach England say they still will go win something. They never win anything. So now they don't they use a German coach now they won't coach the England. If I told me they win something, now all of them now they put their big mouth now they criticize Tuchel for waiting they do. They criticize and say we don't understand what he's playing, this, that, even though they win. Oh, they see they criticize and so now the problem with English media, like you never actually did good, but you don't feel like say you don't they among the big boys. Now waiting the worry English media, you never actually good. So English media need to go work. Oh. Before you go
The coaches are like did the part of which they make the go hard now because they will just enter one kind of team maybe say they not really get idea of what they play normally.
What you say,
Just
though?
transform them to something like
Because
eh,
true.
you're not signing any player safe. Like they will just maybe pick one or two people from academy or something. Then they'll transform the whole team for you. Then you go to see Bonnie more they follow
Is that not the
like
beautiful thing about the game?
like this thing like so it is like you can't be like say coaches the rest of us are not called the try. See slots now we they don't even give am money. You spend 500 million.
500
Like,
your matter they come.
Nothing dey sup.
Welcome to that.
so like they just dey very professional with this their coaching. Like they be dead.
Yes,
They are
like,
just
they are,
very-
they are very direct.
They-
They know what
they-
want.
they-
Give you the
Then
confidence.
they go the coach, they go learn how to coach. They not they go the
Yeah.
coach, they go learn how to speak big
As
grammar.
players self, they understand that. Can't you see how these people play? Check Spanish teams right, from 2010 reach now. See how Barca they play. See how you see how this thing na heritage. No be waiting like them don't know from how they teach them as footballers. Say this is how football is. Shey you understand? So I feel like they understand the game from the roots. Now then get tiki taka if I'm not mistaken. Now if you correct me, but I feel saying at Barcelona and I like make tiki taka dey the way it is. They should get their first team before then Messi come. All those people they don't dey like that tiki taka. The way they say understand this football, look at the way Iniesta, Xavi, the way all these guys play. See Xavi now, we they criticize and say he was not that much of a coach at Barcelona, but we all know he won the La Liga. Yeah, so some teams, some coaches they like that way be say they go there, they not go win anything. So you understand, but he still managed to get something. So I feel like it's their understanding from how they play themselves, right from like their playing days. So
And the
all
funny
those
thing
things don't
sef,
follow
una say
them grow.
Spanish, you don't even know their identity. You don't know the style that they play. Say, come hold the
But
ball, play
there's
from
nothing you
back.
can do about
German football now. You gonna say any German coach, you know say either they sit back, counter you, all those kind of things. If you see all these South American coaches, you they see how they play. But I never actually see this. We need to talk about these English coaches. Like, we never see the kind of identity way that they actually they play. Like, which style they use.
Aram, no look. Okay, what a win for Manchester United at Anfield. But before I even go into my question proper, as a Manchester United fan, how do you feel about that win?
It was a very nice victory. I mean, it's what you it's what you pray for week in week out. Like back to back games, you win back to
Yes,
back games in
first
the
time.
league. It's something to be very. It's supposed to be a normal thing, but now that the sports don't evolve, it's something to be very proud of because to win back to back game for Premier League now not be easy feat. So we're hoping to continue against Brighton. But like it's such a very wonderful feeling. You know, like it's not like you are winning. If you even win at your home self, you'll be very happy. But for you to go to Anfield, you know how difficult it is to play that stadium, the fans and the support and everything. Go there and you come away with the 3 points is something to be very proud of.
Winning at Anfield is not an easy feat at all. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, now to my question. After Slot won the Premier League last season, do you think he got more credit than he deserved? Looking at things right now.
Not really. I feel like he did a good job. I feel like you just came into a team. The team was already set and well made up, but you know you still have to do your job. You get as the coach. Klopp was there. I'm not saying he built things so, but I think he won. Not only one Premier League win. Slot immediately came in, and you know your first season you don't win Premier League. You were looking very very sharp. If not, be say things go fall apart last. Because like he deserves the credits that he gets, but now that people are expecting you to be better than the way you were, you don't spend 500 million pounds. Like we're not fit to recognize the club again. So it's I feel like it was indecisive decision in signing. Like they did not make the right decision in signing players. Because if you look at the midfield, if it's not be like all this high intensity midfielder, if they stress itself, just be like one calm midfielder we say him. So it doesn't fit into the pattern of play. And your defense, you just say, okay, Konate is shaky. And that these days to the like same person message. So you needed Maggie and you already signed Etikiti. He was already buzzing before you could sign his sack. Why not just lock up? And because the amount you used to sign these players, they bring pressure. Like people they expect say Like you don't tell me say you sign Isak, you tell me say you expect me Isak wait. Say me blending. Blending so rich. What if the blending? Now hot boy normally you get na person we don't know this cocoa. Like as he enter race, hat-trick self if possible, back to back. Suppose they run all those kind of things because you are playing for a better team than Newcastle where you were doing it. It's so it's understandable that I mean he came from the German league, but it's not be say excuse. He be world class player like everybody's saying. So 10 games, no assists, no goals. That's beyond disappointing. So I just feel like he deserves the credit he got. But now here we're gonna know if you be really the manager for Liverpool. The problem there now, if you fix him.
I be like, I like that take. Do you think he got more credit than it?
Not more credit. To win the Premier League, not beat it. A winner, so all the credit he deserve and win. But that same last season, we still talk say we don't understand the style of football we Liverpool they play. We even though they win. When they ask their fans, okay, which style of football now they play? We know they understand. He just come. He just let them say, okay, you do what you they do. You do what you do.
Just continue to
And the thing with the worry and this season, I say, like you said, some of the signings, they let Luis Diaz go, and they forget say last season so Luis Diaz and Gakpo. So when Gakpo go off, Luis Diaz go come pick from for the striker position. You get Jota, you get Nunes. Nunes now you supposed to keep Nunes. You they throw in Nunes, they say okay, you must say you don't replace the two. Salah, you know very well say this guy don't the old. You supposed to replace him. Gakpo wing, you supposed at least add somebody. Not only Gakpo did that place. With this, they are under waiting call. The thing I say, wait till the worry slot now. I say now signing, now the warrior. Like you know say you get the way when you go come league, they go first they wash you, they go more sabi you, and when they don't sabi you, you go be like say you don't know what you they do again. So and it's not like this, they don't sabi what they play. As they don't sabi and equal they look lost. If they say make good signing, the things if for that is
defense is too
if
bad.
for that they tweak the team, the defense is
I
bad.
think he relied too much on Salah.
The defense, no see, the
and
defense is
defending on
bad.
Salah.
But you see, so if to say he make those front three, he make good signings for there. So the defense, so he bad. Against Arsenal, so they defend well. Against Arsenal, so they defend well. So talk say they were good. They be good defenders, but bro, the signings for that front, so maybe the problem. Not just that front. See against Man United,
you are putting your best players now, and it's not still working out. We think will be the next plan.
no. See, you see the problem, and the slot, and the slot of last season not be the same, and the slot of this season, and the slot of last season. So, if this one not perform, you go put another one. But you see, that yesterday match, before if you come out Isak, he take time. I be not come out and say the match end. You not come out Isak now. You see the thing. If this one not the perform, bench and put another person. As Isak not the perform. No, see, not me to give enough time. Like you need your 3 points. You need your 3 points. Come on, Isak. Come on, Salah.
That now the problem. Now the question where they ask. You signed Isak with the start for Newcastle. We arguably start for any team. You signed the best player for Newcastle to put him for bench because he educated the odds. Like now, waiting slots the reason say Isak now what class player.
Now waiting the warrior.
Now striker way out away. He's supposed to be like. And why did they leave on there? You see Salah. Now the Salah, I don't really understand.
See, I don't want to look
now,
like
senior man eye. They lose Salah they play.
See, now still the money yes. I now it you say they look Isak.
Yes.
If Isak not the play,
just be like it.
You need your 3 points more than the money where you use to send the player. That 3 points they very very vital.
Yeah.
Pass.
But okay, wait now. Una they say me that like they say now me they start Ekitike ahead of Isak.
Start Ekitike because Ekitike look bright against Man United. Now only one chance I see where Isak get. I get one time we say the pass but give him. He just rush past the ball go give Gakpo. And I know it's the prime Isak. The prime Isak when I know he go hold that ball and Salah they run. Salah they through before. If the Isak way we know he go hold that ball. But if you know the way it a rush like he dey panic. You they see him say this guy they panic they play this ball. Remove and put Ekitike. If you don't use Ekitike put this Chiesa, put Chiesa, you get Ugbomoha wey be say no be 2 times he don turn up for you.
He comot
You don- you-
midfielders most of the midfielders.
like that Ugbomoha, so like the two wey dey worry and his slot currently na say e dey fear to make substitutions because of the kind money wey he use take sign some of the players. Na wetin dey worry am currently. If not, some of the games e for fit dey win am. The Ugbomoha now, if he come up, if to say he enter now, he come score, come do 2-2, dem call the question and say, okay, the signings wey you make, so we no dey see wetin you dey use. He go dey now wetin dey worry and his slot, like he dey panic say after I don ask the club for so amount of money, and for years and years the Liverpool dem dey do like say dem no get money, dem no fit dey spend. Club dey, dem no fit spend better money for club, but now dem don spend this better money for me, and now I no fit dey use that same player wey I sign for that kind of amount. I no fit dey use am. He go call dey panic. So na why he dey still dey use all of them, especially the Isak and the Florian. The Florian, so I no suppose dey see am. Some kind match itself, full 90 minutes you no suppose play. Na so e suppose be. Na the money dey panic. Na the money dey make her dey panic. If na the prime, if na and the slot of last season, he no care.
Like
If you just do he don comot.
That's the name with the reason saying one play.
Na the truth be that. Let me say, and the slot na good coach.
Okay, thank you for your opinions. All of us they talk say now we Manchester United beat Liverpool for league, so Arsenal na you dey on hand. Arsenal you dey on hand. Arsenal. You get one man who no dey look oh. Pep Guardiola, they creep, they come. They creep. When I know Guardiola matter, all of una dey do Arsenal this. Okay, do you think Guardiola can perform another magic this season? Before I feel like this should be one of his last season. If you don't do this one, maybe do the next one. I don't feel like he might go on again in the league. Next season at least, if he don't come out, finish next season. Do you think he can perform another magic this season?
Yeah. Without Guardiola fit perform another match. I'm one of the best coaches in the world now, so it's very, very likely because Arsenal self not dey reliable at like people dey feel say now something about football you go like Arsenal don't even sure pass like this self now, so not be even now where they say the league just never able to go far. Like the generation want to be say like they did 6 points clear of the table, and I think it was 4 matches, maybe 5 matches left. They still bottle am. So Arsenal can do anything at any time. I feel like Man City fit win the league. It's possible. Yeah.
Do you think Guardiola can go on to win the league this season?
Let me say he go do am. I know Pep now, he no wan make anybody.
But Roddy, this guy don't get injury again. He say he no good. He not dey sure say he go dey available for like their next 2 games. Even Villarreal game.
No, see.
But you know how that plays they affect Guardiola.
See, you see the problem, if Pep go win the league, if the next 2 games, the 2 league games when he gets, so if you win am, I'm gonna say Pep. So
Serious.
that Arsenal, so when they talk say they won't win league, so they're not gonna win now. Now Pep go win now because you see Pep no, he not go he go do like say he not concern am. The league not concern. Now very evil man. That Pep way they see. So when they lose, you go the pity for him. But when they win, so it be like what kind of wicked human being. Pep, you see this Pep? If they win, this is their next 2 games. I did very sure say they go win the league. The next 2 Premier League games, if they win them, say they just they don't need to win them convincingly like 3-0 or 4-0, like 1-0, 2-1, 2-1, or anyhow they take win. Collect your 3 points. If they do them against that 2 matches, I did very sure. Because Arsenal, so they get some of their biggest rivals, not be Man City and Liverpool. Some of their biggest rivals, some of all these small teams, they never play Crystal Palace. Aston Villa they worry them. And Aston Villa, so you see wetin happen last season where we say they be like the flop. See wetin Watkins miss for that match. When we say you dey strong, go head ball, you dey head and they give goalkeeper. It go happen again, and Arsenal go regret this thing. And this season, what I want for Arsenal, I say focus on domestic league, domestic trophies. If not, just collect FA Cup. If na league you dey put eye for, you go bottle all the trophies again. Na wetin I dey see.
But that one no be option for them again now. They already said that it's either Champions League or Ateta.
You be like you be like you don't know Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans,
if you sack Arteta, was you got you,
see you don't need not be
because he's playing the ball for you, but you know they win anything. Unfortunately, not be saying they try to win.
you know they try to win.
He's close.
You know they
He's
try
trying
to
to
win.
But
You know they
it's
try
not
to
work
win.
out.
Like
So why you come out person and you go sack person, you go bring another fresh coach, you go start afresh. You call the Arsenal now, call the finish 10th, all those kind of position now. So they rubbish.
no Arsenal no go finish 10th. You be like you dey see that squad.
Bro, not be by squad. Liverpool not get better squad.
Liverpool
lose
had
the
to
four
get better
matches.
squad. Their midfield no strong now.
Liverpool get
The
better
same midfield they had last season. None of them get
Who's
injury.
like
Still supposed to like Gravenberch.
See,
Defeat self good.
Arsenal.
It's not be about the type
Arsenal
of quality of
complete.
players wey you get.
Arsenal like together they complete. You see Liverpool so they shake. Frimpong so na him.
Why I think about
Kokes na him. Kokes fit crossbow.
wetin me I think about Liverpool. Me I no feel say nah, like you said before. No know who talk am.
Liverpool
You
no
say
even get bad game yesterday.
no. United dey try talk now. See, like you talk before. You say Ancelotti dey overwhelmed with the players wey
He signed.
he sign based on the amount. Okay, gas play. All these people gas play. Some of these players sef they sign am for your clause say they gas get game time. Shey you get. Me I feel say if the man relax, it's not like they are playing bad. If you watch these games they lost. Not like they are playing bad. But this man just got impute in own style now. Like do something that suits your players. Not be say you did like this now. I feel like it was Salah. He was dependent on Salah last season. Now why Salah no dey do well now? E be like say team dey struggle. If you look at that game yesterday, they had the chance to cheat that game 2-3-1 or whoever scored that match might have ended, but it didn't happen. And the thing they show and say na little mistake here and there. They are not far from being the best in the league. Let's be truthful. No go talk say
And
Liverpool.
and it's slot still need to see trust. No, and it's slot still need to see trust that Frimpong. Like you need to trust say Frimpong and Isak fit work. That thing I want maybe say
agree.
you just run cross the ball. Maybe Isak did
I
not.
agree,
If you not feel they depend on Salah, you not feel they depend only on Salah. You dey see wetin Salah dey miss. So I just
Bradley is more of a defensive player. So if Salah no dey produce for that place, everywhere. Wey Gakpo miss na, I remember now.
Yeah, that's true, sha.
Na
If
true.
Keke is not the do it, he play Roberts.
play Robertson.
Not finish.
Omo
Okay,
Kokes dey
Liverpool
shock
no
me.
bad.
See guy Kokes dey shock
Liverpool no
me.
bad.
No
That's
Kokes.
just the truth. We just dey talk say this because say na little things. If you say Gakpo score that ball with that header, so then what that
The
person
game
score
go
again?
change.
Never win us goal.
Yes.
This is all this complaint go just dey. You know dey na just say if you not work for you.
Then I for the complain.
Guardiola, or for me, Guardiola can go on to win the league. Like you said, if he can go 2-3 more games without, like me now, if he goes 1 month, let's say Rodri doesn't get much of a game time for him for that 1 month and he's still winning, I believe he has cracked that because I remember that year we say Fernandinho get injury, the same thing affected him.
Yes.
He dropped a little bit of form. So
Yeah, drop
I feel
before
say
he
that
probably
me
find
too,
Rodri.
that holding, if Guardiola don't get him, if he get Coma, there always be problem for him. So I feel like if he can go 1 month and Rodri is not getting 90 minutes every game and he's still able to win some of those games, I feel like he can go on to win the league this season. He's a quality.
That's their holding midfielder Nico. Which be
Nico Gonzalez.
Gonzalez. So that guy, you need to step up.
Yeah,
you really need to step up.
Thank you all for coming. Please forget to come next time.
See you again next time, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn on the notification button so you can watch all our videos immediately we drop them. Thank you.